And no question, I said it yesterday. When a team wins a Grey Cup, they're talked about for quite a long time. And I think there's a lot of stories in that locker room that need to be told, but they need to go out and finish the job. So guys are focused and ready. I think that's things that you look at after the game. But right now, our focus is on winning the game and winning it one play at a time and playing one play at a time. I mean, that's what I love about our group. They don't look too far ahead. Their feet are firmly planted where they are, and their mindset is on that first snap of the game, and it'll be that way each and every play. That's one of the calling cards of our team that we hold each other accountable to. So our focus will be there for the whole entire game.
Coach, how concerned are you with just like offensive line, defensive line play tonight and winning those battles in the trenches?
Yeah, I mean that's a big part of football, and obviously when you're playing against two very tough defenses that both have great front lines. I mean, I think that's a thing where you want to establish it in every game, but it's very important in this one. So obviously there's a plan for it on both sides, and then you have to have the ability to adapt and make plays when things aren't quite perfect, and there's going to be chances where they're not all perfect. So it's what you do with those plays that probably determine the outcome of the game in some form or fashion. When you say games come down to a few plays made here or there, it's when things aren't perfect, it's what you do. And our guys got to make great decisions, and we've got to adapt if the plans aren't perfect.
Coach, what's the message to Cody in a game like this?
Be yourself. I mean, he's prepared all year for this moment. I think the preparation hasn't changed for him. I don't think we understand the gravity of this game, but once it gets started, it's just another game, and he's got to feel that way, and he's got to go out there and run the offense efficiently like he has for us, be the leader, and make great decisions. And so that's a focus for him on every single play. Just play it like that. Play every play like it's your last. Be focused on every single play and be there for us for 60 minutes or as long as it takes, and don't think about much else.
Coach, not just to Cody, but what's your last message to the team in the locker room right now?
Play together, play for one another. We feel like we represent Montreal, Quebec, and the 425, and that means you play for someone other than yourself. Let's stick together and let's go out there and give her. I mean, there's nothing to hold back now, and so the excitement is built all week. We put the work in. We want to go out one last time and play for each other, and I think we're all excited about that.
Coach, this season, your team has used some quirks in the Canadian rules, like the short kick, to gain some ground on offense. How much would you say the preparation with that sort of thing goes into your team, and how much does that give you an edge?
Well, I just think, those are, like you said, they're, I guess, quirks of the league with the rules that they have. And we have a lot of different rules than down south football. So, obviously you got to be aware of those rules and where they are an advantage to you and where they're not. And you have to be prepared for every situation. So, obviously we're prepared to deploy quite a few different plays. It's just a matter of the opportunity presenting itself. So, every team probably understands that we have those in our arsenal, and there's a time and a place for them. And I'm sure they know the reasons why we do it. And, if they put themselves in that situation, it'll get ran again. And that's just the way it is. Yep.
Coach, this is another one for me. Obviously, you guys have had fast starts the first two games against Hamilton and against Toronto. How important is that going to be tonight with two high-flying defenses out there?
Yeah, I think momentum in a game is a real thing. I think you want to always have it on your side, and obviously starting fast is better than not, in my opinion. But it's really how you deal with maybe not a perfect start. So, obviously the last two games we've created turnovers on the first two drives on our defense has. And, that's a big deal for us. That's the way we like to play football. So, you can't count on it every week, but, surely that would be a perfect plan going to start the game. But again, we just want to play 60 minutes, play them one at a time. And, don't worry about the would have, could have, or should have. Just focus on each and every play and keep that focus for the whole game.
Coach, have you reached out to anyone, or has anyone reached out to you about this game late in the day, if you will?
I've had numerous texts throughout the week and throughout the day from friends of mine, some around the league, some down south. You establish relationships in this game, and that's one of the best parts of this game, if you ask me, is the relationships you establish with people. And You know, I'm very grateful to have a lot of great friends out there and people I feel very close to, and you know, always appreciate anybody that reaches out to say good luck. No, I'd like to keep it to myself. Like I said, I appreciate them all.
How the offense feel in the locker room, knowing that the defense won the two last matchup?
That's a good opinion. I think I'd rather think it's a three-phase football, you know, that we play. You know, the offense has a job to do, so does the defense, so does special teams. So I can appreciate where your question came from, but I don't necessarily agree with when people say it's only one phase wins. I think in football, it takes every individual in that locker room to win, and they all have jobs to do. And when you win as a team, and that's what's more important to me.